Today we're talking about grilling, specifically charcoal grilling. Now, charcoal grills are way more versatile than most gas grills, and it all comes down to how you light them. The best everyday way to light your barbecue. Or a barbecue chimney lighter. This is the easiest way to light your grill with the fewest hot spots. Here's how it works. I like to take a fire starter, set the chimney on top of that, and then fill it with charcoal. In no time, the coals are evenly lit and ready to carefully pour out. This method is terrific for most of your barbecue favorites: burgers, hot dogs, chicken, ribs, veggies. My rule of thumb is most foods less than 2 inches thick, and my favorite, of course, is burgers. Now, if you get the chance, try the holy trinity of burger blends: brisket, sirloin, and chuck. Now you can either grind this yourself, or it's really popular at the grocery store, so you can usually find it there. Now gently form a beautiful 8-ounce portion, or better yet, use a burger press. And for me, the best flavor is achieved by rubbing a little yellow mustard on there, then seasoning with salt, pepper, garlic. 4 to 5 minutes on each side with a quick check with a thermometer just to be sure, and that evenly lit grill is gonna give me the perfect burger. Now that's the kind of taste and flavor you get from charcoal. And only charcoal. Wow. Stay tuned right after this to watch us cook a frozen steak. But before we get to that, let's talk about the snake method. Dream about smokers? You're gonna love this. This is where you get to turn your kettle into a smoker. Using this method along with a little mastery of the air vents, that's another video, will help you regulate temperature. And then, with the addition of just a few wood chunks here and there, it really brings out that full flavor. Or try what I'm gonna do today. I found these at the store. These are so cool. This is from Kingsford. They make all the charcoal briquettes that we usually use. And what they've done is, instead of making you go and buy this and then the separate bag of wood chunks, they've combined it in one bag, and they've added flavors, which is very cool. So here, most of the bag are these guys, the charcoal that we're used to using, right? This creates all this wonderful food that we're cooking. But here's what's cool. They've tossed in about 15 or 20 of these all mixed up in the bag. And what these guys are is they're pressed wood, which is really kind of cool, and they're flavored. So we're gonna try the Parmesan, onion, and garlic with our chicken. This should be pretty good. I'm pretty excited to try this. Wow. So here's how simple it is. Simply build a circle around the inner edge of the grill, adding wood chunks every few inches, and as the fire burns, you can add a little more if you want. Now those wood chunks are gonna get lit by the barbecue charcoal as it burns around, and you're gonna create that smoking chamber inside your grill. Now, there's a ton of accessories designed to amplify this experience, but for most of your backyard creations, charcoal and wood is all you're gonna need. So here's a great one to try the first time out. Build that snake ring, light the end, and prepare a fresh chicken. Place it in the center, put the lid in place, and in just a few hours, restaurant quality, low and slow barbecue chicken. Oh, that fast and that easy. And finally, let's talk about indirect grilling. This is where you use the chimney method to start your grill. But when you're dumping the coals, you only place the coals on one half of the grill. Now, this can be just as handy for cooking delicate foods like fish and shrimp as it is for making that tomahawk chop great. To show you how powerful a tool this is to have in your grilling arsenal, let me show you the king of all, the frozen steak. Yeah, man, frozen steak. This is all about achieving a crust worthy of the sharpest steak knife without overcooking. So, let's start with the steak. Thick, real thick, and frozen, real frozen. Remember to freeze the steak on a flat surface at least 24 hours before you do this. Now, prepare that grill. Chimney coals, half the side. Once the coals are at the peak of their heat, place the steak right on top of the highest point of that charcoal mound. Now, you're gonna cook it for about 7 minutes, flip it, cook for 7 more, and then put the steak on the side of the grill that doesn't have the coals. Replace the lids, open up those air vents to get all that heat flowing through in just a few minutes. Check with a thermometer. You're gonna have the most unbelievable steak sitting there, staring at you, and you're gonna wanna cut into it. But don't, you gotta let it rest. You gotta wait. You gotta hang on, man. You can do it, I know you can. And when you finally cut into that incredible, juicy, tender, crusty goodness, oh, with that taste and flavor that only comes from charcoal, you may never make another steak the same way again. So listen, enjoy your backyards, enjoy your cookouts this summer. Try these methods of using your charcoal grill and try some of that food. Guys, my name is Marc Gill. This has been Marc's on the Grill. See you up back next time.